When you're looking to move house, there's a lot of money that goes into it. There's also a lot of emotional effort that goes into it and a lot of time. So in this quick video, I wanted to talk about some of the key points that's in this book, and we'll talk about what the actual questions are that I think will help you if you're thinking of moving home, probably anywhere in the next 9 to 12 months, because there's a lot going on at the moment. And question 4 on page 8 asks, what are the timescale expectations that you've got? And in 2023, I'm going to show you the national averages. It takes 62 days on average for a property to go from for sale to under offer. 62 days to find a buyer on average. Fortunately, that's not the Avocado average. Ours is much lower than that. But if you're working anywhere in the country, that's how long it takes to find a buyer. And this one will shock you. 4.1 months for the average property to go from under offer, a buyer agreed, to completion. And that's a total of over 6 months. So as it sits at the moment in July, if you were planning to be moved before Christmas, you potentially, as an average, could be too late. That's a shocking statistic that's just really important to get expectations right. And like I say, that's page 8 of this book, which is Selling Your Family Home. But to be honest, it's great for anyone that's looking to move, family or not. Pay attention to the marketing. When you are looking to sell, estate agents don't sell houses. It's not their job to do that. Their job is to go and find a buyer and service you with all of the knowledge and experience they've got. But more importantly, they're actually the glue when it comes to the after sales. They put you and your buyers, solicitors in contact. They do the sales memorandums that goes to all parties involved. And their job is marketers. They don't have a product to sell. Your home is effectively your decision, what price you take on it. Their job is to be a service, to be a resource centre, to try and find you a buyer, and then to glue everything together in terms of communication. So pay attention to their marketing, because it's the main thing that they are going to do. And if you check out their socials, you check out their Google page, their website, is that the brand that you want to identify with, and are you happy with how it looks? One of the other tips, which is a quick one on here, number 24, page 24, don't risk being greedy when you launch. You only get to launch your property once. And if you launch your property at an incorrect price on one of the portals and then you reduce it, it will highlight to the whole of the country that your property is being reduced. So get the pricing strategy right once, or you look like the property that maybe has a problem and that's why it's being reduced. So launch it once and launch it right. And don't be greedy when it comes to the pricing strategy. If you get it right, you can get over asking, you can get asking. But if you get it wrong, it can drop, and then you become that house. So that's page 24 of this book. One of the other points that I've got in here, which I thought I would highlight, is don't be the statistic. Don't be that statistic, which is why over a third of properties do not complete. And a lot of this comes down to all sorts of different areas. But if you read section 5 in this book, page 29, it will highlight all the different things that you can do to try and ensure that your property is not the one that the buyer pulls out on, or the chain collapses, or whatever the reason may be. And a lot of that groundwork is done before even accepting an offer. There's a couple of other points that I've got in here, and I'll go through some of them on a different video. But the one last one here that I think would be really interesting is on page 38 of the book. And this is all the questions to receive when you get an offer. And this is really important for home sellers, because everyone feels that getting a buyer is the most important thing that you can do. But when a buyer offers, it's not all about price. And there's 14 questions here. Things like, do they have timescales or needs for demand? Is this the first or only property they've ever offered on? You'd be amazed with the amount of buyers that have actually got multiple offers out all at the same time. And do they have a solicitor ready to act? Do you trust them as a buyer is a question you should ask an estate agent. Put them on the spot. Do you feel confident in them? Or are they just trying to put a sale together? Loads and loads of good questions here. And I think this is the reason why we wrote this book, to advise people on all of these different points. You can see I've highlighted a few here. I'll do some more bite-sized videos, but that I think just gives you an understanding of some of the things you should be thinking about if you're looking to move home. And whether you buy the book or don't buy the book, we haven't really done it to make money. We've done it to help people. But you could also reach out to Avocado, any of your local agents. We're always happy to help you with any questions you've got, whether you're looking to sell with us or not. We want to be part of the community. We want to support people looking to move. And we want to try and almost change the reputation of estate agents, change the stereotype of estate agents in the UK. So if you've got any questions, give us a shout at any time.